Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday market webcast. Okay, it's a half day on Globex today. The trading floor in Chicago is closed. It's Martin Luther King Day, so it's kind of a holiday for the markets. Globex closes 1 p.m. today, but I wanted to get this out today because what we're seeing is we've seen the first genuine look at a few consistent days of downward action, okay? And the green line here is your 20-day simple moving average, the daily mid-band. It held on Friday. It's held in Globex right around 3740, 3742, 43 area. That's the area. I have a lot of baseline things I look at in order to come up with baseline assumptions on the market. One of those is based upon the daily mid-band. If a futures instrument wants to trade between the middle band, green line, and the upper band, this yellow line here where we hung out most of the month, it's a buy dips market. It just is. You can be short for a trade, but mostly it's buy dips, and that's a general, that's the general direction of stuff that you want to hold a little bit longer. I think the last, month, for anybody where the concept is new to you, take a look at that chart and, take a look at how the market has traded during the course of the day. And that's basically been the case. Now, the flip side of that coin is if something wants to trade between the green line and the lower band, the lower Bollinger Band, those tend to be sell rallies markets. We got into a lot of that in the beginning of 2020, a little bit after the election, things like, or before the election rather. What that means is your shorts are the stuff that tends to run a little bit more. Your longs are stuff that are more trades. You get some bear market rallies, but generally it's a sell rallies market. And what we're trying to figure out here is that green line going to hold over the next few sessions? That's going to be huge for this week. It's really the theme of the week for me. By the time we get to Friday, by the time we get to the 22nd, what side of the green line are we on? Is this just another move down that's going to hold, or are we going to see a little bit of a short-term character change in the market and maybe go stretch our legs a little bit to the downside, work off a little bit of this, last month and a half of basically going up? So that's going to be big. That's the bigger picture. For today, you've got volume-weighted average price sitting at 55. Hourly mid-band is sitting at 57 and change. The new weekly pivot is 37.69.5. They're taking it up as high as the old weekly pivot right in the 60, 67 area. So one of the gateways to this morphing from a buy dips to a sell rally market is spending time and establishing weekly pivot as resistance. And certainly the 9-day would flow along with that. So what do the bears want to do? You want to stay below the weekly pivot. You want to stay below the weekly pivot. You want to figure out how to get below 43 and stay there. And this, these 25 handles are going to be the battleground, especially for today. So in sessions like this, it's kind of weird. There's no trading floor. There's no regular session, so to speak. So things like my proprietary upper and lower level, those don't produce today because there's no regular session to measure them by. So what I kind of like to see as we get into the 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock hour is, does this thing want to move? If it does, what are the key prices? We'll get in there and try a few trades and see if we can get our day made and move on to the next thing. It usually goes one of a couple of ways. It either wants to move, and there was some decent movement in Globex, or they're just going to table this whole thing into tomorrow. And if that's the case, then what you don't want to do today is overtrade and just come back tomorrow. We got 4 full days, and we'll take it from there. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.